My name is Sunshine Grace P. Janello. I will be reporting about Dura Lex Sed Lex. The law is harsh, but it is the law. Dura Lex Sed Lex, concept and application. The law may be harsh, but it is still the law. The law may be difficult to obey, but it must be therefore complied with, because ignorance of the law excuses no one. Ignorantia legis non excusat. It is presumed that every individual or every inhabitant of such nation knows the law. The phrase Dura Lex Sed Lex originated in the 11th century as a principle of canon law by Bishop Buchard of Worms. It stands for the rule of law, that it is the letter of the law must be followed by everyone and no one is above the law. A society who strongly believes in the rule of law is said to be more free from tyranny if a ruler is above the law than he can rule tyrannically. The Latin phrase uses the term lex as opposed to jus. This is important. Lex is a law created by men, which can often be arbitrary, like the speed limit along a certain street. Jus is a law which exists in the natural order of things and which cannot be modified by the act of a legislature. For instance, murder of innocents and slavery are always wrong, regardless of the local law. Butcher's principle does not say that the natural law is harsh, but that the law created by man is harsh. Even though it may be arbitrary and have no foundation in traditional concepts of justice, good and evil, for society to function efficiently, each person must obey it. You might recall that this is the principal reason why Socrates committed suicide after being imprisoned. He could not turn his back on his country but had to face his punishment. The Latin principle is objectively right and the legal experts are professionally right as well when invoking the Latin truism, but only by virtue of the following three fundamental premises. Firstly, that the law is just in its subjective content, just for the subject party concerned, and just to the society as a whole, it is mandated for observance. In other words, even but there is an iota of injustice in the law, and in conjunction with any of the said qualifying factors, a law may be difficult to comply with, but an unjust law it remains. Thus, it is that it loses its nature and finality as a law. Example, the EVAT as a law is unjust because the very poor and the very rich are taxed same amount in their purchase of consumer goods. Secondly, that the law equally applies to all without fear or favor. This simply means that everybody has exactly the same standing, the same basic human dignity, and the basic human rights before the law. This is the cornerstone of the majesty of the law. It bows to no one for consideration of power and wealth.